Deep within a misty, rain-soaked forest, a forgotten train car sits abandoned on overgrown tracks. Nature has begun to reclaim it, with moss and ferns creeping over the rusted metal shell. Inside, the scene is one of total decay. Shattered windows, rotting seats, and debris scattered across the floor. It's a cold, damp ruin, waiting for a spark of life. But today, that changes. A truck arrives, packed with the tools and materials needed for a massive transformation. We unload a red toolbox, power drills, grinders, stacks of lumber, pipes, and a heavy wood stove. Through the pouring rain, everything is carried to the train car, signaling the start of the restoration. The first step is demolition. We rip out the rotted, torn seats and toss them aside. The interior is cleared of years of debris, broken glass, and dead leaves. We scrape away layers of peeling paint and heavy rust from the exterior walls, revealing the metal beneath. The old, decayed wooden structures are pried off and thrown onto a growing pile of scrap outside. With the shell stripped, we tackle the corrosion. Using an angle grinder with a wire brush attachment, we aggressively grind away the rust from the interior walls and ceiling. Sparks fly as we smooth out the metal surface, preparing it for the new interior. Holes in the metal are filled with a thick grey putty, then sanded down until they are perfectly smooth and invisible. The broken glass is carefully removed from the window frames. Next comes insulation. We cut foam boards to size and apply adhesive in zigzag patterns, pressing them firmly onto the ceiling to seal in warmth. Over the insulation, we install light-colored wooden planks on the walls and ceiling, instantly changing the atmosphere from industrial to cozy. The floor gets the same treatment. Wooden floorboards are laid down row by row, tapped tightly into place with a rubber mallet. Once the wood is installed, we drill holes for the ceiling lights and apply a clear sealant to the new window frames before installing fresh glass panes. The exterior now shows new wooden window frames contrasting with the old rusty steel. To protect the new floor, we open a can of varnish and stir it to a smooth consistency. Using a white brush, we apply a glossy coat to the wooden planks, bringing out the rich grain and protecting it from moisture. After it dries, we sand the surface lightly for a silky finish. A new entrance is created. We measure the doorway and install a black metal frame, drilling and leveling it precisely. A heavy, beautiful wooden door is brought over and hung on a sliding barn door track installed at the top. We secure the handle, completing the entryway. Power is essential for a modern home. On the roof, we drill holes and mount brackets for solar panels, securing a large panel to harvest energy even on rainy days. Inside, we run black cabling along the ceiling and set up the electrical system, wiring a fuse box and installing a breaker panel. We drill holes for recessed LED lights and wire them in, then install wall outlets. For heat, we place a black wood stove on a stone hearth. We drill a hole through the ceiling and install a black chimney pipe, securing it with metal clamps. On the roof, we seal the base of the chimney with heavy-duty sealant to keep the rain out. Next is plumbing. We lay out copper pipes, fittings, a water pump, and a sleek black faucet. We cut the pipes to size and connect the pump under the sink area, using tape and fittings. A stainless steel sink is installed, and we test the faucet, watching fresh water flow into the basin. Now for the furniture. We assemble a black metal bed frame, bolting the pieces together. A large mattress is unboxed and placed on the frame. Then, we build a matching sofa frame and strap on thick brown leather cushions. A coffee table is assembled with a metal base and a wooden top. The kitchen begins to take shape. We assemble black metal cabinets and install upper cabinets on wall brackets. Lower cabinets are leveled and placed. A thick wooden countertop is cut to size using a jigsaw and circular saw to fit the sink and stove. We install an induction cooktop and secure it from underneath. The sink is placed into the countertop, completing the kitchen setup. Decor brings the space to life. We unbox white ceramic vases and place them on the coffee table and kitchen counter. Black canisters are lined up for storage. We install floating shelves, placing jars and books on them. A lamp is set on the nightstand, and a large rug is rolled out in the living area. The final touches are added. A chunky knit blanket is draped over the sofa. The bed is made with crisp white sheets and pillows. We light a fire in the wood stove, and the flames begin to dance, casting a warm glow throughout the cabin. It's time to enjoy the sanctuary. We look out the window at the rain falling on the forest. In the kitchen, we grind coffee beans and brew a fresh pot in a French press. We boil water in a kettle on the induction stove. An egg is fried in a cast iron skillet with melting butter. Breakfast is served on a plate with toast. We carry the meal and coffee to the coffee table in front of the fire. The rain continues outside, but inside, it's warm, dry, and inviting. We tear a piece of bread and dip it into the egg yolk, enjoying the perfect cozy morning in our restored train car home.